Kenny Green, Raw Perspective, Concrete and Steel. Unity for the community, always. Hey, check it, right? I do different videos. Sometimes I swing for this topic. I swing over here to this topic. And sometimes that really is not the best thing to do when you're trying to get supporters and different things, because people like consistency. But sometimes I'm over here and over there, right? So if you like a video that I do, share it. Share it, because someone probably would, need to hear it or like to hear it. So I just ask y'all to do that, because it's always unity for the community. This week, I was in the Diamond District a little bit. A lot of y'all know my history there. I had a person that introduced me to someone. So I met the young lady. She had a Rolex Submariner, a clone, but she thought it was real. And her man was in a situation and they wanted to liquidate the watch. The watch was a Fugazi, a clone. It wasn't real, bottom line. She didn't know this. Maybe he knew. You know what I'm saying? Because you pick up on things. Maybe he knew, but she didn't know. And she was embarrassed. She was hurt. But this is what happens in a lot of cases. I've been out here for years. I see it all the time. And all I'm saying is, whenever you buy something, you need to check it to make sure you know what it is. The jeweler can tell you, and I say this, and I'm saying don't trust your jeweler. But verifying something, there's nothing wrong with that. Because a lot of you are meeting your jewelers for the first time, don't really know them. So sometimes just verify your purchase. And like I say, get a receipt. Let them mark down the specifications of what you purchased, because that is your identification of that piece. So if he says it's 3.2 carats, this is the quality of the stone, and all of that is written on the receipt, when you bring it back, that's what it is. Just like with these watches, they have serial numbers. So if you're going to purchase a watch, make sure you have that serial number on the receipt, because a lot of times you purchase a watch, you might not get the papers. You might not get the authentication of that watch. So let them write down the serial number and the different things of that watch, because I've seen it too many times. You go back to some of these places and they act like you was never there to make that purchase. Kenny Green, I'm back in the Diamond District, 47th Street. And let me tell you about today's episode. A gentleman wanted a 36 millimeter Rolex Presidential, right? And we spoke about 10 months ago. And I could have got that watch for him for about $13,500. Today, that watch is about close to 20, in good condition, maybe 19, right? So he can't believe the price, right? But I'm gonna say this to you guys that's listening to this. A precious metal watch is gonna always be a better purchase than a stainless steel. If you're buying a stainless steel, do not expect a return. Just enjoy your watch and rock it out. But a precious metal watch, because gold is up, precious metals are up. That Rolex Presidential that he could have purchased a year ago for $13,000, now it's costing $19,000, and that's shifts in the market. So with a stainless steel watch, you got to remember what stainless steel is. It's just a watch, a metal, and a brand. With a gold watch, you have the metal that is valuable, that can be sold no matter what the watch is. You got the metal. So just do some understanding, get some understanding, and make the best purchase you could possibly make. And there's a lot of people out here in this Diamond District. Some will rob you, but some will guide you. Now I'm gonna show y'all something with this jeweler, Johnny Dang, right? I keep trying to tell y'all how y'all spend your money. You need specifications on the things you buy, because he was selling a lot of people lab diamonds, and he was telling them they were real diamonds. Johnny Dang, check out this clip.
All y'all rappers' jewelry fake as hell. Johnny Dang's Houston jewelry store just got raided by federal agents. Allegedly, he has been passing off lab-grown diamonds as real diamonds. It's being said that multiple complaints were filed to authorities over the last few years after Johnny Dang sold multiple customers diamonds for millions of dollars, claiming that they were mined overseas. Authorities notified multiple customers and encouraged them to go get their diamonds professionally tested, whereas they found out that majority of the customers' diamonds were fake. It's being said that Johnny Dang has defrauded customers for over $200 million. Diamond mining has been slowing down over the last 20 years, so they're saying that Johnny Dang could have been defrauding customers for at least the last 10 years. So if you bought a chain, a grill, a ring, whatever the case may be from Johnny Dang, 9 times out of 10 is probably fake.
Every jewelry story is not a horror story, right? I was with my man today, right? And he wanted to get a ring for someone special to him. And I took him to some people I know. My man Todd, you know what I'm saying? One of the best diamond guys on 47th Street, right? And got laced up, got him everything he wanted at a fair price, you know. And my man would not know how to reach Todd if it wasn't for me. So I kind of like intermediate because I'm an ambassador on the street, Diamond District. I know most of the people. A lot of them I don't deal with because I like to deal with who I know, who's fair. I don't like the theatrics. You know, I'm spending my money. Let's keep it simple. Give me what I'm supposed to get. I had a customer, a friend of mine, had a situation and they needed some help with moving a Rolex watch. And sometime these days I'm very doubtful because there's so many clones, fakes, you know what I mean, dupes. And, you know, the customer was excited. I waited patiently. They showed up, you know, right away. The way it felt wasn't the best, but I took it to my man and he said right away, fake, right? So be sure I took it to someone else and they said fake.
He doubted me because I told him too fast it was fake. Tell the truth.
No, he's right, but I had to satisfy the customer with going somewhere else so they could feel comfortable with what they do.
I don't take it personal.
Not out there like before, but we was out there since the 80s. There's a documentary on Tubi, right? Called The Diamond District. Check it out, and they'll give you some of our history so you know who's who. You know what I mean? And just keep sharing the videos, man. I appreciate you guys. Concrete and Steel.